Welcome to the Living in Austin, Texas channel. My name is Matthew Kemps. I'm the founder of Lone Wolf Realty Group here at Kaeli Realty. And today we're going to go over 15 things you need to know when living in Austin, Texas. All right, let's get right into it. Topic number one. Let's talk about people who drive in Texas and Austin specifically. Driving here is borderline crazy. Downtown traffic sucks. Traffic in general sucks. There's a way that they design highways here that is not, in my opinion, normal. Like there's a full separate U-turn under highways area that's a yield. U-turn yields, and when you get here, you'll see. But man, okay, traffic and just the way the roads are designed to start with, and then how fast people drive here. So you have the toll road of 130 and 45. That are the prime ones where you see speeding the most. 130 is on the east side, goes north and south. Then you have 45 that connects Mopac to 35 and then to 130. 130 is not uncommon to see someone driving 110, 115 miles per hour. The speed limit on it is 80 to 85, and you just see it is where if you buy that new car and you want to go have some fun and see how fast you can drive through it, you go to 130 because it's just not as policed as other highways are. 45, it's more of just like I need to get from east to west or west to east, and it's not uncommon for people to drive 90, 95, and that highway is also 80, 85 miles per hour. If you're new here, this channel is all about what's really like living in Austin, Texas. The up, down, left, right, what it's like to eat, sleep, play, breathe, and everything in between. If you're not new here, welcome back. Make sure you all hit the like button. It helps anyone else looking for this information be able to find it more easily. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a video on this channel. My name is Matthew Kemps. I'm a real estate agent here in Austin, Texas. And look, we get so many people reaching out about their move to Austin, Texas, either texting us, calling us, or sending us an email or that pigeon carrier, and we absolutely love it. And you can do the same thing. Send me that text, go ahead and give me a call, or skip ahead of all of that and schedule your appointment with us using the calendar link in the description below. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when moving to Austin, Texas. All right, football is no joke in Austin, Texas, or Texas in general. So let's get to our second thing you need to know. Texas football is no joke. Let's start with high school football and then move to college. So high school football is huge here. Games, the football stadiums here are ridiculous for high schools. So imagine going to a D2 or D1 school and having that many people attend a game on a Friday night with lights, booster donors, everything you possibly think of, and you have that on Friday nights. The games are wild. It's nothing I ever experienced when living in California, and I've learned to love it here. And that same atmosphere then feeds into the college section. University of Texas football is unbelievable. They just built out a new seating area in the end zone. So now both end zones, it's basically now a full bowl with seating. The games are on Saturdays or Thursdays typically. The Saturday game days are unbelievable. The tailgates are fantastic. The food is amazing. The amount of barbecue, smokers. Oh my God, it's like I cannot wait for football season's over now. I'm kind of sad about it, and it'll be back here soon. But with that being said, make sure you dress appropriately because it either is freezing cold during football or it's hot as hell. So keep that in mind. But just the atmosphere overall when you're at football games in Texas is nothing you'll ever experience. So you have your Cowboys, you're gonna have your Spurs in the field. You're gonna have your different athletes around the state, on the field. You're gonna have the Cowboys bringing out Beaver, who's the Longhorn, and the stadium goes nuts, and you just kind of feel the sound going into your chest and exploding. It's nothing you've ever experienced before unless you've been to like a national championship game, and that's what it kind of feels like at every Texas football game. So you're planning to go to those football games, and now we get into our topic number 3. that you need to know about Austin, Texas is it is not a walkable city. There's downtown portions that are walkable, but if you are commuting from different parts of town to go to a football game, or you're going to work, or anywhere in general you're traveling, and you're not already downtown to go to a downtown appointment or location, you're not walking. There's a joke in Austin that everything's about a 20-minute drive. So if we're in Circle C and we're trying to get to downtown, 20-25 minutes. Trying to go from Barton Creek to downtown, 20-25 minutes. Lake Travis to downtown, 20-25 minutes. Liberty Hill to the Domain, 20-25 minutes. Liberty Hill to downtown, that's a different story. That's about 45 minutes. Cedar Park to downtown, 20-25 minutes. Cedar Park to the Domain, 15 minutes. Long story short, everything has a 10 to 15 mile drive, and you got to plan accordingly for that. When you're moving to Austin, Texas, and then you're eventually living here, you are going to want to have a car. And this is not an ad, but I will talk a little about Apple Leasing. It's a local leasing company here. They do have commercial leases, so you can have a limited mile leases. Look into it. Now, number 4, let's talk about outdoor activities. Austin has plenty of these. So whether it's you're going to wake surf or wakeboard on Lake Austin or Lake Travis, or you want to go play golf at Lions Muni or Austin Country Club, or whatever golf course, Kaiser, Clay, all the different golf courses in Austin, you have that availability too. If you want to take the dog out to go run, throw the ball around at Zilker Park, you have that option. If you want to go to some kind of music venue or festival or whatever it might be, there's always something Austin going on. If you want to go grab a drink with some friends, there's literally, that's the one thing you don't have to worry about. There is a bar within a 2-minute drive of everywhere. Like if you need to go grab a drink and you need to just do your thing, there's a bar within 2 minutes, I promise you. Especially if you're downtown, there's a bar in every corner. Sunday Fun Day, let's talk about that because that's considered an outdoor activity. Sunday Fun Day, let's talk about Rainy Street. Rainy Street is probably my favorite area to go downtown on Sundays. Think of a bunch of older bungalows that were converted into bars. It is. There's a few of the bars on there that have like a different architectural design, like Container Bar. They did all of their basically design work to be everything is built out of containers. And I can't imagine what it costs. But it is a really cool bar. I would highly advise checking it out. The rest of the bars are going to basically have that kind of bungalow house feel, and then a bunch of food trucks in the area as well. So while we're talking about food in the downtown area, and there's basically everything you could possibly want, let's get into topic number 5. Austin is extremely culturally diverse. So if you're wanting, you name what kind of food you want. You want Filipino food, you want Latin American food, you want Mexican food, you want sushi, Japanese, you want Chinese, you want whatever, Korean barbecue. Austin has it. You just gotta search on Google what type of food you want. It is in the city of Austin. Austin has now become what I refer to as a melting pot. You have all different type of cultures here. And whatever kind of vibe you're looking for or you need to mesh with or get involved with, you're going to have it here in Austin, Texas. All right, let's spin this up a little bit and change the direction we're going. Let's go into number 6, utilities. All right, so first let's talk about if you can shop different providers or figure out what's the best case scenario for you. Well, in Austin, unfortunately, you cannot shop a provider. You're kind of just given your electric company that you have to work with. So if you're in the downtown area or in the central Austin area, most likely going to have Austin's Energy. If you're on the outside portion of Austin, you're most likely to be Pedernales Electric Cooperative, PEC. Most people here have public water. Most are going to have public sewer unless you're on a little bit of land. You're going to most likely have a septic tank. Septic tanks do need to be serviced and emptied out so you don't have what I refer to as a shitty situation. Make sure you take care of those. There's always an alarm that kind of goes off. It's a red light. They go, woo! If that ever goes off, you need to call your septic provider or servicer ASAP. That is not a good sign, so call them. Now let's talk into what it costs to run your home. Okay, so we're gonna go off the average home size of about 20 to 2,500 square feet. A home like that is most likely going to be $200, $250 a month on average for electricity. You're probably going to spend, if you're watering your grass, you're probably going to spend $70, $80 on water. Gas, if you have a gas line and you don't have a propane tank, you're probably looking, it's not that expensive, $20, $30. But if you do have a propane tank, it depends how big your tank is, you can never go below 20% on your level, or you don't go above 80%. You just keep it between those levels and you fill it up to there. The last quote I got to fill ours up to 80% was $550. So it's not horrible, but it's not cheap. And that'll last me about 9 to 10 months. If you have a hot tub with a propane tank, that is not going to last that long. Propane is killed when you have a hot tub. So I would say if you have a hot tub, you're going to be filling that bad boy up probably every 2 months. Number 7, I like to call it newcomers or relocation, and the cultural difference you're going to notice here. So especially when you're here, my favorite thing personally is we do not refer to highways as proper nouns in Texas. So I grew up calling it the 405, the 110, the 91, the 5, 14, all the highway names, right? You're gonna say the 1A3 across town to 45 to 35, take 35 up, get off to 29, go westbound. It's a little different, but I miss being able to say, oh, I was on the 405 today. Instead it was, oh, I took 1A3 and was stuck in traffic. And that's just not as fun. Part 2, Austinites are a little passive aggressive if they find out you are moving here from a different location, especially California. Austinite is going to be someone who was born here, went to high school here, did everything Austin, has seen Austin change over the last few years, and the conversation always pops up, oh, you're from California, nice, cool, don't screw up my politics here in Texas. You're like, dude, I'm just moving here for my family to relocate, to try to make more money for my family, or something brought me to Texas, dude. Get off my back. Okay, it's gonna happen. I'm just giving you a heads up. Don't let it bug you. Don't just put it this way. There are more people living in Austin that are not from Austin than Austinites. That should make you feel a little better. So yes, there are less Austinites living in Austin than people who have relocated to Austin, and the primary reason for that is our reason, number 8, property taxes. Property taxes in Austin are the 4th highest in the entire country based on the averages, according to Hub Wallet. Our averages range from 1.7% to 3.2% of your assessed value. So let's talk on how your property taxes are created. When you decide on a property you purchase, you're going to have a set tax rate for that property. So let's say you're 2.5% and you bought a home for $500,000. Well, the county may not assess your property at $500,000. It may be less than that. They may assess at $480,000 or $490,000, and you're going to pay your taxes off your assessed value for that year. So you're going to pay 2.5% of $480,000. But with that said, you also have exemptions you can file. So the primary one you'll file for is the homestead exemption. That one is going to give you a homestead cap loss. So, for example, you may have $480,000 as your assessed value. The homestead cap loss may reduce it by $150,000 to $200,000. So you may only be paying 2.5% of $280,000. Another exemption you're going to see in Texas, if you have a little bit more land and your deed restrictions allow for it, are ag exemptions. You can get different animals on your property and use it as an agricultural purpose, and you do get a property tax reduction from that. Another one you may see is for disabled veterans. You may see a VA exempt, and those are the primary ones. And also you're going to have 65 plus senior citizen exemptions. All right, so we're talking property taxes and we're talking different areas of Austin, and what really affects that is going to be what county you live in. So number 9, what counties are in Austin? So let's start with Travis County is the primary county. North of that, you're going to have Williamson County. To the east, we're going to have Bastrop County. To the northwest, we're going to have Burnett. To the south, we're going to have Hayes. And to the southeast, we're going to have Caldwell County. Travis County is going to be your most expensive county to live in. You're going to have a higher property tax rate here, most likely. There's portions of Williamson County that do have higher tax rates, but Travis County is typically the highest tax rate area. There's multiple different reasons to live in different counties throughout Austin. Typically, it's going to be the amount of land that you want to have based off population. So Travis County is going to be more limited on the amount of land. It's more faster paced life, smaller lots, but closer proximity to town. If you get to Williamson County, there's going to be some areas where you're able to get some land, still close-ish proximity to town. I say town, we're referring to like just central Austin, and it gives you kind of what you're looking for if you want to get out of California, but have, I say California, just where I'm from. You come from a different state and it's fast-paced life, but you still want to have faster-paced life, not super slow. You don't want to be out in the country, but you want to have that feel where you can get to town quick. Williamson County would be a good option for that. Burnet County is definitely going to be a little bit more country than you're expecting. That is farm, ranch lifestyle. Let's get to Caldwell. That is going to be a lower price point to buy in, much farther from downtown central Austin. To north of that, we're going to have Bastrop. Bastrop is where a lot of people are moving to right now because of the Tesla plant that's on the east side of Austin. It's a little bit cheaper real estate to purchase. It's a fast growing area, and it's also a midway, not quite midway, closer to Houston. You can get to Houston from Bastrop in about an hour 20, hour 30, and then it takes only about 45 minutes to get to Austin from Bastrop. Number 10, let's talk about schools. So your highest ranked schools are going to be in Travis County, but the newer schools that are opening are actually going to Williamson County because we're seeing the most growth in Williamson County. You look at Northwest Austin, so you're looking at your Cedar Park, Leander, Georgetown, Liberty Hill. You're seeing the most elementary schools or newer elementary schools being developed in those areas because of the amount of growth in those areas. So that's where I've moved to. I live in Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill School District is ranked extremely high. We did that to plan for our kids in the future. But if you are wanting to have closer proximity to town and you want to have a higher ranked school district, my recommendation would be Eanes ISD or Lake Travis ISD. Those are going to be your highest ranked in Travis County. Leander ISD is highly ranked in Williamson County. If we get into Bastrop, Caldwell, it's very diverse and it's going to be very much school by school. And you're going to want to refer to the ratings online on greatschools.org. All right, so we've talked about everything in Austin that you could potentially want to know. Now, what happens if you want to get out of Austin or you need to for work and you need to travel? So let's get into number 11, travel opportunities. Okay, Austin Airport has two terminals. You have a primary terminal, Austin Bergstrom Airport, and then you have the South Terminal. The South Terminal only has two airlines. It has Frontier and Allegiant. All the other main brands are going to be at the primary terminal. So upon entry of the airport, you have multiple different parking options. Personally, my favorite is the blue and red lot. It is literally across the street within 25-50 yards of baggage check and security. So you park here, you walk across a little bridge, TSA is here. Super easy. And then you just leave your car there, $25 to $27 a night, and move on from there. So then you have your baggage check. Lines do get a little long for baggage check. Plan for about 15-20 minutes to get to those lines. Once you get to there, we have TSA pre and clear. So if you have those, you're going to get through in a matter of seconds. If you don't have TSA pre or clear, it is going to take some time, especially if you're there at the weird hours. Like 5:30 in the morning in Austin Bergstrom is like the busiest time. I don't understand it. The one thing can guess is it's when the cheapest flights are, but yeah, I don't get it. So anyways, 5:30 is a super busy time, and 4 o'clock in the afternoon is also another busy time. So if you can avoid flights in those times, you're not going to have the issue with security as much. Once you get through security, there's a lot of restaurants and bars to go to, which is probably my favorite part, and there's always music going. So if you have the opportunity to get there a little early to be able to enjoy those restaurants and those bars, I would highly advise it. Salt Licks on property, Hut's Hamburgers is there, Second Street and Kitchen is there, but plenty of different options that you can kind of take a peek at. Number 12, traffic. All right, how is traffic in Austin? Well, according to multiple different sources, we rank between 14th and 18th as the worst traffic in the United States. So, not the worst, but it's not great. And you can definitely avoid the traffic when you're going around town in Austin. Here's my advice. 360, you gotta avoid it in the morning, if you can, and from 4 to 6:30 p.m. That is hell. You do not want to be there. The same thing applies for 35, and the same thing applies for Mopac. If you can somehow dodge those times, you're not gonna have any traffic in Austin. Like it's gonna be breeze. But that is rush hour times when people are coming to and from work. Toll roads are also gonna help. If you want to take the toll roads, you can drive around those. Once you're down, if you're downtown and you're on Cesar Chavez, there's light after light after light, whether you're turning on to San Jack, San Antonio, Red River, whatever the street is you're turning onto, there's multiple different lights that build up there. Cesar Chavez also gets some pretty bad traffic no matter what time of the day it is. So plan for that as well. Number 13, parking when living in Austin, Texas. All right, it is not the worst, not the best. Not expensive, I can tell you that. It's not expensive. So there's plenty of free parking throughout the city. If you want to have the closest proximity parking, there's going to be small charges, $5. The highest I've seen is $20. Maybe on like game days, like front row parking for a UT game might be $50. But that's probably as bad as it gets. But when you're just driving around town, there's meters for a few cents. There's also free parking if you want to use that as well. And there's also large garages throughout downtown. If you're not downtown, I've actually never seen a place that you have to pay for parking. So anywhere not downtown, around the Austin area, it's gonna be free parking pretty much everywhere, unless you're going to an event. What is the animal friendliness like in Austin? So now we're on number 14, animal friendliness in Austin, amazing. So there's actually several nonprofits focused on, called Austin Pets Alive is one of them, that focus on how big dogs, cats, everything in Austin for being pet friendly. It's very common to take pets into restaurants, hang out with them outside, throw a ball off leash at Zilker Park. Overall, Austin's extremely, extremely pet friendly area. Okay, number 15, slang terms you're gonna hear in Austin. All right, fixin'. Okay, I didn't know this one until I moved here. I'm fixing to go cook some dinner. Okay, it just means I am planning to, I am going to, I am whatever it might be. I'm fixing to go do it. Originally, the first person I heard say it was actually from Louisiana when they were in Texas doing for a crawfish boil. So I'm fixing to start the crawfish. Y'all want to come over here? And I'm just like, this is all new to me. I've never heard that. It sounded like a country bumpkin to me. But now I'm totally used to it. It's just, I don't say fixing, but we went to y'all earlier. Y'all is just common terminology here. Those are the two main ones you're gonna hear. You're gonna hear some here and there. If you hear one, leave me a comment below. I'm kind of curious to hear what other slang or southern terms you hear. All right, for all y'all who have made it to this part of the video, I'm now fixing to help you guys relocate to the Austin area. So if you have any questions about different neighborhoods, you want to learn more about tax rates, you want to learn whatever it might be, send me a text, give me a call, send me that email, send me that pigeon carrier, however you want to communicate with me. We're more than happy to help you guys out move to the Austin area or what it's like living here. Reach out to us. All of our content information is down in the description below. We'd love to help y'all.